Hello there, it's your Wisconsin wine guy. I am back again for wine reviews of wines that you can find every day on the shelves of your liquor store, grocery store, and even some wine shops. I have a very simple system when grading these wines. Thumbs up means I highly recommend the wine. Three quarters, I say that, you know what, I would drink this wine, and I probably would have a few bottles of hand and see how well it's going to age. Halfway, you know what, it's not really for me. And sometimes I would drink it, and sometimes it's like, no, maybe not, but it's just not for me. There's something about it that's missing. Thumbs down is a very easy one. Get that wine out of here. Let's not even waste our time with it. So on today's show, we're going to go in a completely different direction. Normally I'm doing wine or sparkling wine and maybe some late harvest wines. But today we're going to do port. We're going to one of the well-recognized port house, Fonseca Porto, and bin number 27 is the port we're going to be doing today. Now, this port is a ruby style port, that has history behind it. For generations of making this port in bin 27, was the family's bin, for the port that they're going to drink. And now this is a blend of different ports, so it's a port style blend, and ruby, it's called because of its color. All right. Now, most of us may or may not be familiar with tawny ports. Tawny ports are those ports that are aged in the barrels, and it takes on this tawny or tan-like color, and it can range in years from 10 years or more. I've had the opportunity to taste some 100-year-old port, which was fantastic. So if you're into older wines, or aged wines, let's say, get your hands on some port and give it a try. I mean, once it's aged, and the aging process for ports, it includes oxidation. So it's not going to get bad. It's not going to go bad. It can most definitely at times get better if it's a very well-made port. Wow, the nose on this ruby port is just phenomenal. I mean, berries galore. We're talking blackberries. We're talking blueberries. And a little bit of cranberry. Wow. This is fantastic with just a beautiful nose on this ruby style port. Let's get you a look at that color, that ruby color. You probably can't get a good look at that color. It looks kind of dark to you on your screen, but in my area, it has a nice ruby color to it. Just like the stone itself. I mean, it's very beautiful. Now let's get a close-up nose. I mean, notice how that nose just like jumped out. I mean, very ripe, very fresh smell on the nose. I mean, just bursting with berries. Berries and spice. Now, this is fortified. So ports are fortified. This particular port is fortified with a grape liqueur. So instead of using brandy, this is done with grape liqueur. To stop the fermentation, maintain some sweetness, but raising the alcohol level. And we're at about 20% on here. Now you can smell that grape, that liqueur, that liquor smell or alcohol's nose here, but it's all grape, blended in with the grape. Now for the rinse. Wow. That's rich. Rich tasting. A little spice, a little heat warms you up on the inside for sure. Man, well, that was the rinse. And definitely, the berries have it. Berries blended with a little richness. You get a good mouthfeel on that. But let's go to the taste. I mean, I think there's people who don't take the time to appreciate ports. I take this, I wouldn't even think about blue cheese, although it would work well with this. I wouldn't think about desserts, even though some desserts will work well with this. I think about something savory. In fact, I've taken ports and poured it in my chili or poured it in some type of stew that I was making. And there's all sorts of usages for it, but think about something savory, something spicy. And I'm not talking just Chinese. I'm talking Middle Eastern spice flavored dishes. I'm talking about Mexican food. Burgers off the grill, steaks off the grill. I mean, there's so many things you could do with this. I like the richness that exists here. I mean, that just explodes in your mouth with all the berries. There's a nice richness. Let me give it another taste. Almost creaminess that exists there. Then you get the heat of the alcohol. But everything is very well blended and nice. And my mouth is watering. There's some acidity there, which is making my mouth water, but you just can't move beyond the richness of the berries, almost like a berry compote, but not with the over excessive amount of sweetness there. I think this is pretty well balanced. It may be sweet for some, but I enjoy it. But again, I said to you, I would go savory, and not go sweet for sweet. Blue cheese is a definite affinity to it, definitely companion to it, but try something savory. I guess you can tell where I'm going with this. Now, this would be a non-vintage because it is a blend of different ports to produce the style and the taste and the character of the Bin 27. Okay, so now Wisconsin Wine Guy, and with the Fonseca Bin 27 port, ruby style port or reserved ruby style port, thumbs up. Excellent. I mean, I think it's a very good choice for a ruby port. You'll enjoy it. I enjoy it. I hope you'll enjoy it. Give it a try. Let me know what you think. Let's talk about it. But for now, as always, I say to you, let your palate be the guide when selecting your next wine. And I'm going to, dig into this port, and maybe I'm going to find myself something to eat on with this port. Bye.